Hey everybody, it's your girl Jazz back in here with another video. Actually, my first video on the channel. So let me start off by saying I hope this video finds you all well. I hope you are able to get what you need or get questions answered, whether it be from me in this video or from you guys talking in the comments below. Um, so with that being said, I want us to start off with a preface before I even get into this video with two things. Um, First off, welcome. Um, Trying to figure out how to word this. I started this channel because I wanted a safe place for not only myself, but for other people who are on their spiritual journey or spiritual path. No matter what part of your journey you're at, whether you're in the beginning, whether you're seasoned, whatever the situation is. I wanted people to be able to have a place to come to get clarity or to just release, whatever. Have somebody to talk to, have like minds to, talk to or bounce things off of. And I posted a status in a couple of Facebook groups that I'm on. And I told people to leave me questions about my spiritual journey in particular that they would like for me to answer. And so that's what this video is going to be about, me answering questions about my spirituality and about my past or my spiritual journey. And before I get into answering the questions, I wanted to let you guys know two things. One, like I just said it before, this channel is going to be a safe place. And I will be moderating the comments heavy. So, with that being said, there will be no being disrespectful to other people. Healthy debates are fine. Don't let it get out of hand. We're not here to judge each other. We're not here to tell people what they're doing wrong or what they're doing right, which leads me to my next point. Everybody's journey is different. So even with me doing this video and sharing my experience with you all, I don't want you all to get the idea that my way is the right way or the things that happen to me they didn't happen to you, so you're not on your right path in your journey. Like I never want anybody to feel like that, because one of the best things that I was ever taught on my spiritual journey was this is not one size fits all. Um, what may work for me may not work for you, and vice versa. So I really want you guys to keep that in mind when you're getting information, when you're feeding yourself information, and when you are giving someone else information. Don't just think that because it worked for you is going to work for somebody else, because that person may not be at that point in their journey, or that just may not work for that person. So, excuse me, I encourage you to always try to find what works for you, what makes you feel comfortable, what comes natural for you. So yeah, let's get into the video. So what I did, like I said, was I asked a couple of people, or asked a lot of people on Facebook groups I'm a part of to leave me questions, and I got a lot of repeat questions. So what I did was I took the top 3 questions and condensed them down, because I don't want this video to run too long. And so I'm going to answer those 3 questions along with some stuff that I wrote down myself. So the first question was, how long have you been on your journey? I have been on my journey for about 4 to 5 years. I was very, um, it was a very sudden thing. And I'm the type of person where when I'm interested in something or something catches my attention, I obsess over it. So, um, short story, my initial introduction to my spirituality, I was working with my brothers. My brothers do music, and we were going to the studio one night, and like honestly, like our whole world was just like crashing down. Like anything that could have went wrong, and so I was sinking deeper and deeper into a depression because of that, and I was worried 24/7. And this one particular day, excuse me, I'm sorry. This one particular day, we were on our way to the studio, and me and my brother that's under me, we're both Capricorns. And so we were talking about our horoscope, and my producer happened to be sitting in the front seat. He's like, "Well, you guys are into astrology." And at the time, I'm thinking astrology is just your sun sign. I know nothing about your rising sign. I know nothing about your ascendant. I mean, well, no. I know nothing about your moon sign, your ascendant, none of that. So I'm just like, yeah, we're into astrology. And he was like, you need to talk to my mom. So we get to the studio, and while my brothers are recording, I'm talking to his mother. And his mother is so knowledgeable, so knowledgeable about so much stuff. Not only was she knowledgeable about astrology, she was talking to me about Kemet and talking to me about the Yoruba culture, just everything. Like, it was honestly like information overload. And so while she was talking to me, I kind of felt um I felt torn because I grew up in a Christian household, Southern Christian at that, Kojic. And for people who grew up in church, you know what Kojic is, you know how they rock. So I grew up in a Kojic household. I grew up where anything outside of Christianity was bad, period. Um, Wicca, voodoo, hoodoo, voodoo, like all of that, we didn't talk about that. They didn't play that. And so because of that, and because I grew up in a Christian household, I felt really torn because I felt like in studying what I talked to my producer's mom about, it felt right. It felt very familiar, if that makes sense. And so even with me feeling like that, I was still torn because I'm like, this is what I learned. Like, this is what I grew up with. I can't just walk away and, what I'm saying, just forget how I was raised, not realizing that that was literally what I had to do. I literally had to just like relearn everything. And that to me, honestly, because I'm such a nerd, that was my favorite part of beginning my journey was the relearning. Like, and I'm still learning. Don't get it twisted. Do not get it twisted because I still feel like I'm a baby in my spirituality. But so yeah, that was my introduction to my spiritual journey. So I've been on my journey for about 4 to 5 years. Second question was, what were some things that made you realize that this was your journey? What were some of the signs? Um, I would have to say just the way I felt. Um, that and it was so much confirmation in the form of synchronicity. Like, I found out very, very early on that one of my gifts was I was able to quickly manifest things. Like, I would think it, I would say it, and it would happen. So for me, that was my sign. I remember talking to my producer's mom one day because one of the biggest issues I was having at the time in my life was we needed money really, really bad. And I didn't know where I was going to get this money from. I was a server and it had been slow, so I wasn't making the money that I thought I was going to make. And she told me one night, she was like, you have to stop thinking about what you don't want and think about what you want. She was like, visualize what you want, speak it. Don't doubt. You have to know beyond a shadow of a doubt that what you want, you're going to get. And at first, I was just like, it's going to take more than a thought. Like, but I left her house that night and I was on my way to work. And I remember, this is so corny, I have never shared this with nobody, but I remember I was on my way to work. I was in the car and I closed my eyes and I just kept visualizing myself sitting in, like, it was a heavily forested area and I was sitting in like a pond or a creek or something like that, and money was just falling around me. And every night that I went to work, I would do that. On the way to work, I would close my eyes and I would just visualize just money falling. And when I tell you that money came out of nowhere, like people were leaving me like $30 tips on like a $15 tab. Like, it was crazy. And I don't want you all to get this misconstrued as like, oh, that was her sign. Like, no, my sign was it made me realize how powerful the mind was, and it made me realize how powerful intentions are. And the fact that I could do this on my own without me having to go outside of myself was what led me to be like, okay, like, this is what I need to be doing, because everything that we need is inside of us. So I don't feel the need to go outside of myself and ask for anything when everything that I need is inside of me. So that was my side. Like, me manifesting what I needed had me sold. Like, I was just like, okay, so you mean to tell me that I don't need to go outside myself at all? Like, I could do this. Say no more. Like, those are my signs. Um, the third question is, what were some of the tools and methods that you use to continue to enhance your spiritual development? Now, when I was initially asked this question by Miss Kimberly, hi Miss Kimberly, when I was initially asked this question, I didn't know how to take it, and so I kind of thought on it, and I'm going to give both answers because I'm not sure if she meant like physical tools or if she meant like, you know, intangible tools. So, spiritual tools that I use to enhance my spiritual development, um, crystals is definitely one of them. I am not a crystal hoarder, but I love a crystal. Um, Crystals and tarot cards have taught me a lot about myself and about my journey. So, which I'm going to touch on that in just a second. But as far as intangible things, I would say for me, it has been a lot of positive affirmations, positive self talk, um, doing what feels natural to me, and not comparing my journey to anybody else's. Um, but definitely at the top of the list is affirmations, like self talk, and not just in spirituality, but self talk is so important. I cannot believe this video is already 12 minutes. But anyway, self talk is so important. And I feel like our mind, this is the best way that I can say it. Our minds are just like our bodies. What you put into your body determines how your body reacts. It determines how your body, I don't want to say runs, but it determines how your body functions. Your mind is the same way. What you put into your mind, what you tell yourself, is going to determine how your mind functions. It's going to determine, you know, your outlook and your perspective on things in life. So, what I had to stop doing, which was a big thing for me, was I had to stop the negative self talk. And I had to feed myself with positive affirmations. And I literally did that until I believed it. Like, there were times where I was standing in my bathroom in my mirror sobbing, like straight up sobbing, because I'm like, I have to tell myself positive things. I have to tell myself the truth about myself, not what I've been programmed to believe, not what people have felt about me or made me feel about myself, because at the end of the day, it's what I feel, not what everybody else will feel. So that's definitely something that is, to me, critical in developing your spirituality and enhancing your spirituality. Um, some other things that I want to share with you guys, just for the sake of sharing it with you. I am a Capricorn sun. I was born January 15th. Not giving you my year because y'all don't even know me like that. But I'm a Capricorn sun, Virgo moon, Gemini rising, and I am Claire sentient, and I am I can't talk today. Jesus, Claire cognizant. I'm an empath. Um, my preferred method of divination is candle magic and tarot cards. Um, And I always tell people that I feel like my gift is just manifestation. Um, so because of that, I have to watch my thoughts. I have to watch what I say, especially when I'm angry. Like, I'll leave it at that. But all of the things that I just spoke about, like my sun, moon, and rising sign, clairsentient and claircognizant, me being an empath, candle magic, those are all going to be things that I talk about on my channel. And I want to do separate videos for those things because I feel like I need to devote time to each topic. I need to devote special attention to each topic. And plus this video is already running 15 plus minutes. So, but that was just a little bit about me and my spiritual journey. I hope you guys can resonate somewhat with it. But like I said, I'm going to definitely do more videos on this channel. So if there is any video that you guys want to see, um, you can either drop it in the comments, you can email me, you can inbox me here on YouTube, or you can email me at submit.pg@gmail.com. I'm going to leave all of that in the description so you guys can have a way to contact me if need be. But I'm definitely open to video ideas. I'm definitely open to questions, video suggestions, things of that nature. And I can't wait to talk to you guys. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye.